Quick installation guide video for SFES Pro manifold systems. This is a single head. Two of them together would be a twin or a triple or a quad, depending on how many heads you union together. For demonstration purposes, we're just using a single here. So you can see you have two ports here, ported straight through. Your inlet closest to you, your outlet closest to the wall. The water flow can be configured so it's going left to right, right to left, left to left, or right to right, depending on where you put your fittings. In this particular case, we're just going to do a just standard left to right water flow. So first of all, on your inlet side, we're going to put in a connection. Now you have various fittings you can use: 3/8 inch quick disconnect, 3/8 inch female, 1/2 inch male, 3/8 inch male. But in this case, we're also going to use a inlet valve. Let's just say, so you would use a 3/8 inch inlet valve with a female 3/8 inch connector. You would Teflon that, and it's easier to screw on your fittings while they're not connected to the head. Once you have that tightened down, then you can take this whole fitting assembly and push it into your manifold using a retaining locking clip. You're going to push that down till it locks. Now, opposite this, you're going to put a plug. This is just a standard plug. We're going to push that in, take your locking clip, insert it, push down till it locks, stops all the way. Now here your outlet could be either on your left-hand side or your right-hand side. In most of these applications, you're going to have a flush valve. This is just one example of what a flush valve would look like. Some of them are elbows, but you're going to use here another female connection. You're going to screw it onto your valve, and then your tubing, especially if it's flexible tubing, you're going to pop that in there like so and put in your locking clip. And then, say for the outlet connection, I want to use a 1/2 inch male. Once again, it's easier to make your plumbing connections outside the head. Teflon, tighten that down. You would be able to push that in and then use a locking clip and lock it in. So, typical operation, this is on, your flush valve is always off. When it comes time to change the filter, you're going to turn your inlet off. You're going to open your flush valve to relieve the pressure. You'll remove the filter. When you reinsert the new filter, with the flush valve open, there usually is some tubing coming out of here. You would put a container under it, and you would open up the inlet slowly and allow it to blow the air and flush the filter for a couple minutes. And then once that's done, you turn your flush valve off and your filter is back to operation. Now, to remove fittings, you would use a flathead screwdriver. You will insert it into the slot here, and then you just rock it back and forth and it'll come out. And then you can replace the fitting. Say you damage one or strip it out, or you want to use a different connection fitting, you can pop in your different connection fitting and once again reclip it. That's it.